I am happy to announce a series that has just been like a brainstorm, but now I understand what I think I want. Introducing the notes, name hella subject to change, but we're just gonna call it the notes for now. What this is supposed to be is some kind of thing that's in between, like a like a like a vlog about how like my experience on the Rift as of now in relation to the patch notes. So like a patch notes, but I'm gonna be saying a lot of personal things too. It's gonna be very organic. And then later on, you know, as we get more feedback on it, it's gonna be even more organic because I'll be interacting with you guys. So who the fuck am I? For those who don't know, I'm Kai, officially known on Twitch as IXI Kairos. I play a lot of League. I mean a lot. I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. Probably average 15 games. Sometimes it's flex with viewers, sometimes it's solo queue. Play a lot of League. I actually looked up this website, found it somewhere on Reddit about it used to be Law Waste. It used to be Law Waste or something. But this says as of today I've spent 3,700 hours, so but it also said in April that I did over 6,000 hours. So I don't know. I play this game a lot and I'm all over the place. Top, support, mid. I just enjoy playing the game for the most part. I guess it's still relatively new to me because I started in 2015. So yeah, I mean, I can play this game for 6,000 plus hours and still be trash though. But there you go. That's who I am. Now, the overlay's sort of going to change and evolve, but I just want to let y'all, I'm probably going to have my like actual rank up there. But I just want to let you guys know, I peaked last season, Plat 3 in solo duo, got Plat and Flex as well. If I do end up I'm currently maining Jax, so that's why he's there. Like I said, I'm all over the place. That may change too. But anyway, that's how this overlay is generally going to be. So there you go. We're also gonna do a Low-Elo tip, or like get out of bronze tip. I do have viewers in bronze, and I actually have done some sessions with them if you look through the channel. So I'm sort of making this for those guys, and then the guy is also in the same rank as me, and then I guess as we all rank up, this will just be something we're able to look back on. I don't know. Something just really organic was what I'm really hoping for here. So holy fuck, let's get fucking into it, y'all. There's gonna be a Low-Elo tip at the beginning, and there's gonna be a Low-Elo tip at the end, and we're gonna start with my favorite fucking Low-Elo tip of all time. If you watch my stream, you know, /mute all every game. Shit, when I play things that aren't even leaked, I'm not trying to hear what my teammates have to say. That's mostly because this is a for fun region. Ain't nobody, even in ranked, even trying to say anything that fucking matters. Okay, like it's not gonna matter. The chances of you applying the information and the information being true also are like super low, from my experience. So if you're bronze, silver, gold, I didn't spend that much time in plat. I got plat towards the end of season 7, and then kept playing in preseason. But it seemed like even then, there wasn't enough consistency for me not to /mute all. So your teammates more often than not have nothing to say to you. All you have to do is look for their pings. That's one of the greatest tips I've ever got from all time. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and do some. Should have did this before, but one of the things that inspired me to make this, one of the content creators that inspired me to make this was Scrap Computer. He when I started back in 2015, he made a bunch of tutorial videos, and they were like very good. I don't think he makes that much content anymore. I think he's going to be trying to make more content in the future. He may even have some now. I haven't checked in like a month, but I just wanted to say that he's like one of the big inspirations for just like having content that'll help people be better and just like talk about the game as it develops. So I'm gonna put his link in the description, but let me get into the fucking game now. there's gonna be an FAQ section, and I have about 2 or 3 questions here that I've seen in the chat over this past month or two, and I just want to answer those before we get into the actual patch notes. Like I said, this is gonna be something that's not just going over the patch notes. So, first question is who to play right now, because people see me switching the fuck around. People who typically watch my stream typically like don't say I want champion for one time, probably like a fucking week or so, sort of like how I do. But I'm sticking true to Jax right now. But if you're moving around, you're trying to figure out if you're in transition, you know, you're moving out of phase and you're looking for a champ to play. I know it's gonna sound brain dead, but and probably a million people have said it. If you're playing jungle, pick Graves. If you like, pick Graves, okay? Like, just don't even fucking not pick Graves. Just pick Graves. As clear as good. For some reason, okay? This is a gold player speaking right now. For some reason in gold, people don't know how to deal with a marksman ganking. I don't know. I'm probably oversimplifying, but it seems like if a fucking... Remember when Ezreal jungle was a thing? It's like people do not understand, at least where I am, in gold, probably below too, they don't know how to deal with just like a marksman jungler ganking. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, Ezreal didn't even have that many... Like, all he had was red buff, and he was still just like, hey, you're not gonna respond to me correctly. If you're playing jungle, play Graves. If you can't get Graves, ban it. If you're not gonna play Graves, shit, I heard that. Oh, they just did something to Kazakhs. Fuck, man. If you don't get Graves, I'm gonna go with the tried and true man, Amumu, Warwick. But then, yeah, these are things we already know, so I'm not gonna dwindle on jungle. If you're playing top, shit, I don't even. Top to me seems so not impactful. I feel like top can just be something like a second, third support, because the jungle likes it. Anyway, just play a fucking bruiser or a tank. Something like Shin. I've been spamming the hell out of Shin. I've been getting good results with Shin. Shin? I don't want to say Fiora. Shin, Darius. They're not going to ban both. They're not going to ban both. I'm always going to say, go Annie mid. If you got the prowess for it, go Orianna mid. ADC roll. I mean, again, I'm in gold, and I'm talking to players that are gold or below. It doesn't need to get any more complicated. I don't think you need to be playing Ezreal, but I haven't been down there in a while, so Tristana, Caitlyn. I don't think you really need Tristana, Caitlyn, Ashe, man. Just keep it simple. You don't need to do anything. Just farm, let your support be super strong, because supports are really strong, and you should be fine. Which brings me to supports. Pick Soraka. Don't nobody know how to... No one, I'm going to talk about this later too. Nobody's going to build a fucking Grievous Wound item. They're not. No one's about to... Like, 2 out of 10 games, the ADC will actually build Executioner's Blade in order to be able to win lane. So, just pick Soraka, pick Janna. Ooh. Maybe even Zyra, but... Why get all that kill power where you can have like a 900 shield? Anyway, that's what I think you should play if you're just trying to get good results, but also learn the game at the same time. I'll get better at this later. Anyway, moving on. What was that next question? Should I duo Q? That's a interesting question. I'd say yes and no. It depends. If the person that you're duoing with is committing the same amount of time as you, not more or less, not too much more or not too much less, then I would say go ahead and do it. But if there's like a commitment disparity, just don't do it. I don't think it's gonna end well. At some point, you're gonna feel like they're not doing enough, or you're not. They're gonna feel like you're not doing enough. And at the end of the day, it's just duo Q should be fun. It should feel like you have. I feel like duo Q should be fun. And if you are gonna duo Q, like do something like, you know, ADC support, or just like, I'd have to say mid jungle. I don't think top jungle is that strong. I don't think ADC top's that strong. I have a secret though. Please confirm this. Shit, put it in the comments if you know. Has anyone here like truly committed to like dueling with like a jungle and support before? Like, how is that going? Like, I'd really like to know. But if you're gonna do a Q, just make sure you and the other person commit at the same time, or it's not gonna feel good. Next question. Ooh, what do I think about Pyke? Okay, so he just came out as I'm recording this video, the day of that I'm recording this video. No, yesterday actually, because it's midnight now. Anyway, I mean, judging from what I've seen from his abilities, I don't think he's gonna be that big of a deal, but you never know. I'm gonna reserve my opinion for that character, but I don't think he's that. I don't see why I wouldn't just pick someone else that would go invisible. Like, the distance that you could get being invisible, like, why does he need the hook? Like, why does he? I don't know. I'm gonna stop right there. Anyway, let's actually get into the patch notes. Whew. So 8.11. This is supposed to be about the 80 carries, right? Yeah, marksman time. 8.9 was mages. 8.10 were jungle changes. Okay. Pyke, like I said, I mean, if you guys want me to do like a champion thing where I like go into depth and like actually talk about what I think about the character, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm just not. I don't think that. Anyway, Q, Anivia. Q cooldown decreased at early ranks. Q damage ratio increased. Okay. Anivia, you don't see that many. And when you do, they do two things. Feed or not feed. I mean, that's just sort of mid though. Anyway, fucking, they do. I mean, I don't think. Let me look at these numbers. Q cooldown decreased by 2 seconds. Ooh, that's sort of good. Ooh. Okay, but it still comes out to the same at later ranks. Damage ratio increased. I'm pretty sure all our damage is still in the E, so this won't be doing that much. Only a Nivea main this would probably affect. I haven't even seen. This is something to do with the mana changes, so it's not really that big of a change. Nivea's a good character though. I don't know how to play her. Graves, AD reduced by 3. Base AD reduced by 3. Cooldown is ult reduced. 10 seconds level 1, 5 seconds level 2. Same at level 3. No, he's still God. Kick him or ban him. That simple. Kha'Zix, aura cooldown decreased at later ranks, but self duration decreased. Okay, what did they do to him? I actually recently had a Kha'Zix phase. He was really good. My favorite thing about him, which if I'm reading this correctly, they're taking away, is that when you would just walk in a fucking bush, you just turn invisible, and that's why do I get to ult for walking in a bush? Remove no longer passively grants stealth or movement. Oh god, they took away the movement too. Or movement speed when entering brush. So yeah, now he's like a character and not this really strong, almost invisible character. I mean, I think that he needed some, that was his edge, and now the edge is gone, so I don't see why you would choose him over Graves, or why you would, I don't know why you would. No, I wouldn't pick him. Like, what's the difference between him and Rengar now? Please let me know. Like, they both press R and they both turn invisible and they both get on top of you and do tons of damage. I think this gets rid of his edge, so he's not as good. He won't get as good of results. But a good Kha'Zix, it won't matter. But, like, no, this is still going to make him not as strong as he was before. So, I used to recommend Kha'Zix for people in, like, low elo, because his kit is just like, there's nothing complicated about it. You just press the buttons and it sort of just works, you know. But now he sort of loses some of his brain deadness with the removal of that characteristic on his ult. Okay, I see you, right? Going down. Okay, Kindred. Please, God, guys. Don't. Again, I'm talking about people in my MMR and below. Don't pick Kindred, dude. No one's gonna know how to play around your ult in a team fight correctly, consistently. I'm not about to protect you or help you invade to get the marks, okay? And from what I've seen, when a Kindred starts falling behind, that's actually it. It's just like when an AD carry falls behind. It's like, and like AD carry can always go to a lane, but I get like, you know, like what is Kindred gonna do getting camps? These junglers already struggling. Don't play Kindred, please. Anyway, LeBlanc can now queue up casts of W and RW in either order. I've touched old new LeBlanc, new old LeBlanc, whatever you call it. LeBlanc can now queue up W and R Mimic Distortion. This will just make her execute these two abilities in sequence quicker, right? Yeah, that's all that would do. I guess that's nice. Quality of life, right? Ooh, speaking of quality of life, Lee Sin. Okay, now, for all the Lee Sin mains out there, Lee Sin players out there, please, what you think this will mean for Lee Sin? Because I haven't touched him in a while. The last thing I touched before top lane was support, so and when I played jungle, at some point in between support and top, like Lee Sin wasn't that strong, so I don't know what this is gonna do to him. Honestly, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what it's gonna do, but we already know not to play him anyway. We already know, because people can't close games in Low-Elo and people throw games in Low-Elo. But I have seen him steal games, so maybe you can just be complete shit at Lee Sin and then just fucking steal the game. Like, you still, like, I've had so many games lost. He steals the Baron with his stupid ass Q thing in the smite, and then we tilt, and then I don't tilt, but my team tilts. Everyone flames the jungler, then we lose the game. But I mean, don't bet on that, especially if you plan on, like, you know, climbing and winning. Don't worry about this. I don't know what this stuff is gonna do to him. It seems like some math that I do not have access to. Even if the math was good, his damage is still gonna fall off. You still gotta be mechanically sound the entire game, and your decision making has to be top notch. No fucking way. I don't think this will bring him back, though. Just looking at it instinctively, I don't think it'll bring him back. Okay, Rakan. Q base heal decreased. E base shield decreased. They're nerfing Rakan. I guess that's fine. I mean, he still has a super duper reliable engage, and with Xayah, he's still one of the best duo bot lanes. Like, this isn't gonna do anything. Let me see this. These are just base. These are just base numbers too. These aren't even like ratios. Okay, whatever. I don't think that's gonna change the fact that he's really good. This may. I've seen people doing Rakan mid. This may fuck with Rakan mid, maybe, but no. If you're not affecting ratios, it's really not that big of a deal for him. I would think. Moving on, Talia. Dude, y'all remember when we used to see Talia like hella? But now I don't fucking see her at all. Like, that's crazy. Oh, what is that? What is this? Base move speed. Okay, whenever they do something to like someone's base move speed, that's like Riot saying, hey, we want this to be better. Like, when you start doing things like increasing auto attack range, like you see what happened with Kai'Sa, they increased that auto attack range after she came out. I mean, move speed's not that big of a deal, but I think they're trying to make her a character people choose again, because I've seen more Niveas than Talias. Anyway, let me read this. Talia has a lot of strengths that are great in pro play and just okay elsewhere. Okay, a lot of that comes from Q's wave clear, so the bulk of her mechanical changes focus on that ability. Talia will have to work harder to shove a wave and roam so that her opposing laner has more room to punish those roams. We're also decreasing terrain control she brings from her ultimate. It's bringing too much utility beyond its roam strength. Okay. Yeah. You're probably just going to want to read this one. They got me, definitely. All right, what are they gonna do? Passive rock surfing. Combat lockout 2 seconds. So what? Can she like weave while she's in lane and like continuously use the passive since she doesn't have to be completely out of combat, which is usually 5 seconds? Interesting. Interesting. Removed AoE no longer deals a what? Minions no longer take reduced damage from additional rocks. Talia no longer gains move speed when on worked ground. Whoa. Casting Q on worked ground no longer refunds. What the fuck? This is almost a rework, it feels like. I don't play a lot of Talia though. Wall duration 5 seconds at all levels. Okay. Meh. I don't think I'm gonna see any. I mean, this is like, she was already something that you had to practice like hella, and you didn't see much of in Low-Elo, so I don't think this is gonna make people want to play her at all. This just makes her more difficult. I remember trying to play Talia and just like, no, it just didn't click. Like I guess it would click if I put 50, 60 games into her, but it was just not clicking. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. Talia's probably still not gonna be seen. Urgot! Oh no! Collision radius decreased, base attack speed increased, passive damage to monsters increased early, are no longer roots Urgot while he is grinding a champion. Ooh, that's cool. We're making Urgot a bit more fluid to play. Indeed, collision radius 50. Interesting. I wonder how that'll affect his little flippy flip. Base attack speed 0.625. Okay. Max damage to monsters. I mean, do they want him to jungle? Is that what this is? Can Urgot jungle? Can it jungle? What? Anyway, W can now be cast during other abilities. Oh snap. Okay. Urgot is no longer rooted while grinding a victim to his death. I wonder if jungle Urgot would be a thing, dude. I think his fucking ult would be super sick. Like as a jungler, like. But no one would stick around. It'd be almost like, no, people stick around for Warwick when they're low. So they'd stick around, get hit by his ult too. Urgot players are interesting. Let's see if they actually come up with anything for that. Victor, oh man. Victor. Remember when it was like Azir Victor? And now it's like not either one of those? Like Azir sort of came back, but he's really not back. Q discharge damage increased at lane range. R damage ratio increased. I just still feel like he won't fit in the meta. I just feel like a lot of the times, if I played mid, I'd be like, why would I choose Victor? Just choose Annie, dude. I don't know. I just don't have a good experience with Victors. He's obviously like a high elo champion, so I don't see that much of him anyway, but I don't even think doing this to his numbers will make him... Maybe more people will try him just because they see the buff, but meh, he's still just gonna be one of those ghosts. Xin Zhao, now this mofo right here, he's stolen so many. Nah, he hasn't stolen shit. He earns all of his victories when he's on the enemy team. Base attack damage growth decreased, E slow decreased. Okay, so they're nerfing him, but he's still Xin Zhao. So he still will do a ridiculous amount of damage. He will still get good ganks off. Interesting. I mean, if you're not banning Graves, you can ban Zen. And if... Like, the only reason I wouldn't say play Zen is because he's just so versatile. Like, you can't just... You have to play a lot of games on him. To get, like, his... Everything that he is correctly. I tried to play him. I was like, fuck that. I need, like, a whole season to always know what to build. Even if I did know what to build, maybe it wouldn't matter because somehow Xin Zhao, even though he's like a melee character with like a fucking one gap closer, he gets like a fuck ton of kills. So I guess to add on what I said earlier, if you can't pick or ban Graves, pick or ban fucking Xin Zhao. There you go. Easy peasy. Moving on. Zyra. E-root duration increase. Now, Zyra is my go-to if I get autofill and I need to be doing the Mach heal. I don't think she needs this. But apparently Riot does, so Zyra players have fun with this. Root duration 0.75 initially before. Now it's 1 second into 1.25. Okay, so it's only for the early. Ooh, no. 1, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75 in 2 seconds. And I normally max this too. Imagine having a 2-second root by like what, level 9? What are you, fucking Morgana? But you actually have damage to drop after you like CC the person? Yikes! So as far as these champs go, man, not much I think on the Rift is gonna be changing. Graves is still the Messiah, and everyone is still in the same place they were before. So if you didn't notice, I sort of gave like my experience with the character as well, not just went over the notes and what I think it will do to the character. That's what I mean by like something organic. I want to just talk about the character too, if I haven't talked about them previously. Like, I'm not, if there's another Zinzao change, I'm probably not going to say what I just said again. So, I'm not going to be just spewing nonsense, at least not hopefully. Anyway, moving on. Marksman base stat adjustments. Now, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do with this. So, let's read this. The dominant strategy in bot lane has, over time, become sustaining through lane phase and scaling up into team fights. Between health regen and fleet footwork, it's pretty hard to put the hurt on marksmen in a way they can't just passively recover from. This means aggressive bot laners, whether early game bully marksmen or support who want to go poke or all in, feel like they have no home. That's not what I'm seeing in my games. But they may be talking about higher MMRs, you never know. Weakening marksman sustain means damage will stick on marksman, making a 2v2 fighting a more successful prospect for the stronger bot lane. Shifting some durability from armor into health should also let aggressive marksmen like Draven and Lucian shine a bit harder in the early game. I love me some Draven. Love me some Draven. When Kai'Sa came out, she was like my go-to ADC, but she's just so, dare I say, easy to play. It's just so easy. After they gave her that auto range buff and all those other like mixed percent health, like she does mixed damage, percentage health, magic damage. Her kit's not hard to understand. It's like playing Vayne on easy mode. Anyway, after I got tired of her, I tried to play some Draven, and Draven is super fun, and I feel like he's as good as you are. You can really push yourself and him. But none of that matters when you know you can just fucking buy ninja hobbies and all that shit. Finally, we're nerfing marksman base AD by 4 and pushing that damage into their growth stat with the break-even point around level 9 through that. Okay. Alright, bunch of words. Let me just look at the numbers real quick. Let you know what I think is going to happen. Health, Jesus fuck. 0.7 health regen. That's kind of yikesers right there. So they're going to scale into their stats now, as opposed to just have it. I mean, the lane's... Okay, so the lane's still going to be dictated by the support. Wouldn't Janna just do more damage to you? Yikes. Support's still the strongest fucking role. I don't know why. They're going to be a lot of fighting bot. I haven't even played since the patch came. They're going to be a lot of fighting bot. Holy McMoly. Moving on, y'all. We're approaching 30 minutes. I do not want this to be a fucking hour-long thing, but it may. This is a pretty big patch. And from what I've seen with other people's patch notes, this isn't uncommon. So, Hunter's Machete compensation, some kind of adjustment, because they fucked with the jungle. Okay. Not that big a deal. Something that my MMR is not worried about. Storm Razor. Alright, now what the hell is this item? For upfront burst and lots of kiting. Alright, let's read the passive. It's all about the passive, right? Well, I guess let's read this. 70 AD, attack speed 30%. If you haven't attacked in the last 3 seconds, scaling down? Wouldn't it be scaling up? Scaling down with attack speed. Maybe that's the cooldown. Anyway, your next basic attack will critically strike for 160%. Plus 1. Bunch of math. And you gain move speed. So you get a guaranteed crit if you haven't attacked. And you get move speed. So what is this, like a fucking get in there button. This is like a get in there. Like, I imagine as an ADC, like, I proc this. Well, I'm probably not gonna even... I don't know what the optimal build path is either. You know, it used to be BF into Zeal, boots, attack speed item. I mean, if you get this in lane, like, as soon as you walk into lane in the first trade, like, that's an engage. There's gonna be fighting by y'all. There's gonna be fighting. I really don't know what I think is gonna happen. Infinity Edge. Crit, try more crit. Alright, cost increase, build path change. 2 BF swords. Is that what I'm saying? Ha! 2 BF swords, y'all. 80. Ugh. Remove 20% crit strike chance. Removed the 50% bonus crit damage. Okay. Doubles your crit strike chance. Yikes. 15% critical strike damage is converted to true damage. That's really gross. That's really gross. You didn't have access to true damage before as an ADC. Wonder how they're gonna fuck with the attack speed items. Okay. Excuse me? It's gonna give you... so you have an Ornn on your team, you get 110 AD? That's gross. Essence Reaver, the ultimate power spike. Essence Reaver was intended to be an alternative late game scaling item. Okay, that didn't work out. Then people build this like first item on Xayah, or like early item on Jhin. Anyway, let's just get down to the stats. I don't know why they have that shit up there. Costs 200 more gold. Build path change. Oh, I took away the crit. Crit strikes restore 3% of your maximum mana. Basic attacks restore 1% missing mana. I wonder how that's going to work. After you cast ultimate, your next basic attack within 10 seconds grants Essence Flare. Okay, so you auto after you ult for 8, and then for 8 seconds you get 30% attack speed. What the fuck? Where's that damn Storm Razor? So when I auto with Essence Reaver, I get in there, I get 30% attack speed just for autoing, and causing basic attacks to refund 20% of your remaining non-ultimate. Wait a minute. Causing basic attacks to refund 20% of your remaining non-ultimate. What? So what could you like open up with an ultimate and then auto and get like 4 autos on, maybe get 25% of your... Okay, wait, no. Non-ultimate. Okay, this is fine. This is a great team fight item in the right hands. I like it. It screams casters, AD casters, Ezreal Lucian. Shit, did we put Xayah in that category too? Like, you know, like caster 80 carries. Anyway, I like it. It has a definite purpose. You build it if you want to do this. Will you ever be building Essence Reaver and Infinity Edge though? Damn, let's keep going. Last Whisper. Bonus armor penetration shifted to total armor penetration. Okay, so with the true damage coming in high on Infinity Edge, like as an ADC, how could you skip out on that? If you build that and Last Whisper, don't you want, when you be Shrekking? The problem with an armor penetration item that only feels good against armor stackers is that most champs don't feel good about getting it early to ensure the damage stays relevant as enemies build armor. But once tanks really armor up, damage dealers feel bad if they didn't purchase Last Whisper earlier. We're moving Last Whisper into a middle ground so it'll scale against tanks but feel like a less dead end against other squishies. Okay, this comes off to me as it's been ever since I started playing this game back in season 5. I was actually playing, I think I have 400,000 mastery points on Vayne. Like I played ADC. That was the role that I really got into, and it seemed like one of the very first things that people didn't understand how to do in Low-Elo was win the fucking build Last Whisper. Well, this looks like they don't have to think anymore. Someone's going to figure out the most optimal build path. It'll probably include this, depending on if there's, you know, X amount of tanks, or not even if, apparently not even tanks. This will probably just turn, this will make, you don't have to figure out when anymore. You have to figure out when. So, I think that's what that's going to be about. Let's see how I translate into Lord Dom's regard. 200 more gold on the item. 80 decreased. No longer builds with Giant Slayer. Oh, look at that. Giant Slayer actually removed. 35% total armor pin. Yeah, that's totally what they're doing. You don't have to think when you're doing it. You just do it. Motor reminder. Attack damage decreased. Bonus armor penetration shifted to total armor penetration. Yikers. No, I'm kidding. There's not really anything. Wait. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, we're moving on. With Infinity Edge, With Infinity Edge amplifying crit strikes significantly, we're pushing its price point up of crit. Okay. Now, what is Rapid Fire Cannon? Is Rapid Fire Cannon still going to have the same amount of crit? Like, are these attack speed items, like, are you still going to get 30% crit and then Infinity Edge doubles that, so then you get 60%? And then if you build 2, do you get 100% and everyone's fucking Yasuo? Like, how is this going to work? Are they not going to talk about that? They're just going to say, we changed the build path, got rid of Cloak of Agility? Anyway. Lifesteal items. Gold cost decreased. Ooh. They nerfed Death Dance. And I've been seeing Dravens, the people I normally see build Death Dance, build Bloodthirster. And this just made it cheaper. Draven time? Time to feed bot again? No. But I've been waiting on Blade of the Ruined King to become popular again. And I think its time is coming up. But we'll see. Not a lot of people building either of these items, though, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. That's in the future. What'll happen with those two? Maw of Malmortius. This item is really fucking weird. I don't see anyone ever build it. I see, like, people build Hex Drinker. And then, like, that's fucking it. Like, it used to be you build Hex Drinker. And then you get Maw later. But it's like, these games end so fast. And I know there's something about the passive where it's like, you just, like, the passive doesn't get better or something when you get the full item, but still, it used to be like, this item used to be like, you could finish it and you wouldn't feel bad, but now it's like, you finish it and you're like, why the fuck would I do that? Anyway, magic resist increased by 5. Shield value 350. I think it's a great item that they slowly keep buffing it and people start, like, actually finishing the fucking item. Because, like, what do you build for magic resist? What do you build for magic resist that isn't... Anyway, dropping that. GA, cost increased, armor increased. This item's really fucking good. If you split push or play ADC and you're like, I'm ahead, I'm gonna stay ahead until we close this game out, GA. Increasing the armor to 40 actually makes it... I think it brings it into Bruiser territory. I'll be putting it on Jax a lot sooner now. Will cost more, but it'll be hella worth. Looks like we get Chain Vest going into it too, so all the more practical, at least from my Bruiser Jax. Banner of Command. Enhanced minions are highly resistant to magic and physical damage rather than entirely immune to magic damage only. So, that's a lot of math. CDR removed. No longer grants the affected minion 100% immunity to the magic damage. Okay, so this is about to change then. Now grants affected minions 70% damage reduction from champions. Interesting. Banner enhanced minions now appear as slightly larger minions on them. Okay, mini-map indication, I like it. Allies can now see floating combat numbers for the damage dealt by banner minions. That's cool. Tooltip rewritten to more accurately reflect Banner's effects. I think this is a really nice change to Banner. I think it'll be less situational. More situational. You don't see that many people build it. Again, in my MMR, they build it because they're doing some stupid Yorick, Heimerdinger nonsense, or everyone's AP, or they still think it's broken from, what was that, like 3, 4, 5 patches ago? Ooh, this fucking item. I went through a Vladimir phase at some point because I was trying before I discovered the funness that is top lane. I was playing mid. I tried Vladimir, and who else did I try? I think it was Vladimir and Swain, and it seemed like I never played Vladimir before. I played Swain, so I was aware of the issue with Swain. But Vladimir was like, how do I make you fight me? Because it seems like the counterplay was just run the fuck away from Vladimir. Like, they would just run away from me, and I was just, what the fuck do I do? Of course I take Ghost. Of course I take Flash. They didn't fucking care. They ran from me. I've been seeing a lot of people build this item on mid laners that don't have that reliability. Like, they don't want to just run in and waste a sum with Ghosts, but they have trouble like forcing something at the right time. And I've been seeing a lot of people take this, and I think it's really cool. But at the same time, it's a little retarded because you can just like, hey, look, we're engaging. It's like Righteous Glory, but better. And mostly because of this active cooldown, which got nerfed to 90 seconds, so it's okay. They nerfed the move speed, and it gives you mana regen. Interesting. So we're probably still going to see this item. 30 seconds isn't going to mean anything, especially on my MMR. People don't fucking count that high. Enchantment, Runic Echoes. Increase the AP. Yikes. They took away the move speed, and they were like, fuck. I'm thinking, they were like, fuck, and then they're like, here's some AP. So, you know, it doesn't feel as bad, but it's still bad. They need the move speed. I mean, they'll just buy Mobies, whatever. Anyway, Fleet Footwork. 20% haste. Crit heal no longer gives additional. Okay, so they're nerfing it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. This is going to be a long video, y'all. 40 minutes in already. Fuck. Alright, anyway, well, shoot. Hella Blaze. One of the goals of runes is to give champions options about what tree they go into based on how they want to play. So they want, okay. League of Legends is a sandbox game. I heard that not too long ago in my chat, and it was something I've been thinking about for a while. Anyway, Hell of Blades. Gain 50 to 100% based on level. Attack speed for the first 3 attacks made against enemy champions. If more than 1.5 seconds elapses between attacks, this effect will end Hell of Blades Low-Elo temporarily exceed the attack speed limit. 5 seconds out of combat. Okay, so let's think. What else on the domination tree? You got Electrocute. You got Dark Harvest. You got Predator, right? Electrocute is just the one that you see most of the time. Predator is on like for some silly build, and I don't think Predator and Dark Harvest are nearly as popular. Like you never really have to choose. Like, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I think this keystone will be popular because the other two are not that cool. And again, I'm talking about like the big keystones. Shoot. A lot of champions come to mind. Let's say I'm imagining I'm a jungler and I come in with the gank and I want to boo bam bop. Like, I guess Graves would like this. Xin Zhao would like this. Whatever, like an AD assassin jungler, maybe even Kane. No. I can't imagine any assassins mid. Like, who would really want this? Would a Bruiser take this? Would Vi want this? Would like Vi jungle want this? I don't really know what to make of this. I really don't. I really don't know what to make of that. I'm pretty sure someone will figure something out. I don't know. It just doesn't click to me as like a thing. Hell of Blaze should help spell-based marksmen who want to lay down a swift chunk have a keystone to promote that playstyle. Ezreal's not taking this. Lucian's not taking this. Who the fuck's taking this? What spell-based? Who the fuck? Kindred? Who's taking this? Please let me know in the comments. Please scream at me. You're probably screaming at me already. I don't know. Moving on. Ultimate Hunter. Oh, shit. I heard about this. Let me check something real quick. Yep, they took away Ultimate Hat. They put it on Assassins. I don't know what Assassin wouldn't take this. I don't care what MMR you are. It's a minor rune. Minor runes aren't really that cool. Maybe Ghost Ward. No, Zombie Ward. Maybe Zombie Ward. If this takes up the Zombie Ward slot, then maybe. You would, no, fuck that. You want more damage. You're taking this. You play an Assassin. You go down the Domination tree. You want that. Pick that. Nimbus Cloak. Sorcerer's Tree. Battle mages should feel good about a rune that helps them get or stay in a fight when they push their go button. Shortly after casting your ultimate, gain 100% move speed, decaying over the next 2.5 seconds. For the duration of the movement speed increase, you can pass through units. Cooldown 60 seconds. Ooh, that's a short cooldown. Is this a keystone? Is this a keystone? Nope, I don't think it's a major. It's not really clear either, to be honest. It's 60 seconds, so it feels like it would be a keystone. Let me make sure I'm not boosted. Well, I may be, no, I can't be boosted in gold. It's pretty bad. Unlike other runes, Nimbus Cloak's cooldown is affected by CDR. Ooh. Battle mages. So the first thing that comes to my mind is Annie. Dare I say Rise? Dare I say Syndra? Would Aurelian Soul like this? I feel like Aurelian Soul would like this. But if I'm Annie and I drop the base, you know, I drop the... That's what I call Annie. I drop the base, then... Only thing I need to do is, like, probably, like, kite with my abilities, but they're probably stunned, so... It'll be interesting to see what people do with this. I don't know why I don't know what row it's in. So, we'll see. Everything in the Sorcery Tree is really fucking good, so this is another thing that's just really fucking good. Mini Dematerializer, never used it. Apparently, it's offering too much wave control too early in the game. Never used it. I have no clue. I want to move on. I like these item rune changes. I think they're all okay. I don't know. Someone's going to figure out what to do with ADCs. They're making ADC a little bit easier itemization-wise, but I think it's going to be cool. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with their Storm Razor. Like, Storm Razor and Halo Blades combined, like, what? Who's just gonna like drop? Like, you're gonna be like a fucking machine. I don't know. Someone's gonna do the math. I play top. Give me that new bruiser item. Anyway, moving on. Turrets. Turret durability. Inhibitor and Nexus turret health decrease. Inhibitor turret health regen increase. Nexus inhibitor turrets can only now regen up to the next third. Will people actually use this in my MMR? No. I think it's neat that it's there. And like I said, this is going to be something organic. So what I'm saying will evolve. What I'm saying will get more detailed. Probably be way more thought out. And I can probably start pulling these particular examples. So I don't think that's going to affect my MMR at all. We'll see, though. We'll see. I haven't played yet, so I'd like to play. I'm playing right after this video. Believe you me. Turret gold. More turret reward gold is granted locally rather than globally. I like this. More gold in my pocket when I win my lane as Jax. But all the more reason for people to want to win lane. I feel like, Jesus fuck, these early game rewards. I like this. This is more. I like this because I've seen a lot of people complain about like not being able to solo carry is hard anymore. I feel like you can just solo carry super hard in gold with this kind of change to turret gold. Probably because I've been playing a lot of top. But anyway, moving on. People aren't gonna worry about that in gold. Baron Nashor, attack speed decrease. Why are you nerfing Baron? Baron definitely does too much damage. Okay, I didn't feel anything, but I'm playing a bruiser, so probably that's why I didn't feel anything. Have I threw more Barons? Nope, still throwing the same amount of Barons. Next, Scuttle Crab. Respawn time increased. Shrine duration increased. It's now lasts a minute and 30 seconds, and it respawns for 150 seconds from 135 seconds. This is really interesting. Like I said, I've been playing top. I don't know what the hell's going on in the jungle. All I know is I can get to level 3 and not get ganked anymore, so that's really cool. Shit. I heard you. I played jungle like one time. I think this was sort of a big deal, but I guess since they're gonna be up, look at that. Okay, here we go. Let's just scroll down and then I'll talk back to that. Jungle monsters. Experience slightly increased at later levels. Okay. So you can... Okay, so basically there's not that much of a big difference going to be happening to the jungle. It seems like people... It needs to trickle down to Low-Elo, but it looks like either... My game's like one jungler ignores the scuttle, and then one jungler always gets the scuttle, and then there's no way a laner even fucking pays attention to it, unless they're trying to like set up for Dragon or Baron or some kind of invade, so... Not that big of a change, at least for me. Last hit assistance. If a basic attack would kill a minion, would fail to kill a minion by 4 health or less, it will kill that minion. Okay, this is solely to help transition players through the several highly disruptive patches. Every patch after 8.11, we will reduce this number by 1. Okay, not that big a deal. Ain't even thinking about that. ARAM. I don't play this mode, but I did see that this champion pool thing, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you can get, you're more likely to get something you want to see, and I think the little health pack change is really cool too. It'll make ARAM more interactive. I'm actually sort of excited to play some ARAM. I'm gonna have to try that out again. Ping distance volume area. Okay, certain pings sounds now change depending on how far they are from the listening player and in what direction. Okay, spam ping, ladies and gentlemen. Spam ping. That's not the second Low-Elo tip to close this out, but bug fixes. Ryze can no longer kill Tryndamere through his ult with his E. Feels bad. Holy shit. Players are no longer presented with the reconnect dialogue after exiting. Okay, that. That should have been fixed. I hate when that happened. Aurelion Soul cannot correctly be knocked up or back during the comment of legend. Okay. Okay, so a bunch of just nitpicky stuff. Not that many bug fixes. I'm used to seeing like a big ass list and just ignoring it, but they were so small I actually paid attention this time. Prestige emotes for levels 400. Holy shit, up to 500. That's crazy. If you play that much, say hey in the comments. We need to have a talk. How? I play a lot, and I'm at like what was it over here? 127. Whew, that's a lot of league, man. 400, Jesus. I mean, that's got to be out there for somebody. It's got to be out there for somebody. Cool skins. Well, that's it for the patch notes, y'all. All right, now what do I think is gonna happen on the Rift? Nothing. Graves is still God. Supports are still gods. That's pretty much all I got. I don't think there's gonna be that much of a. There's nothing to predict other than There's nothing to predict other than someone's gonna figure out the math. This is how you build ADC now. ADC's success primarily dictated by the level, like which support is better or the support skill difference. You know, but I mean that can wildly vary in fucking Low-Elo. So another thing, Pyke. Will effect will he have? I think he's supposed to be intended to be a support. I've seen some people try to jungle with them, but I don't think he's that good. And like, why would I not pick Evelyn? Why would I not pick Twitch? Why would I not pick all these other characters that can turn invisible? Anyway, I don't think he's gonna be. I mean, but you never know. You know, like I didn't think Kai'Sa was gonna be that big a deal. I knew Zoe was gonna be that big a deal, but after Zoe and Kai'Sa, he's a little underwhelming, kit wise. But I mean. He may have some trick up his sleeve I don't know about. Like I said, I haven't been in any game. I wanted to keep this as organic as possible. I'm trying to give you guys genuine just feedback here. All right, anything I missed? No, the rift's gonna be the same. ARAM's cool. ADCs may do damage differently. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, y'all, we're gonna close this out. What's gonna be our low elo tip? Oh man, what is gonna be our low elo second tip? You ready for this? A lot of people don't know this, or I don't know how many people know this. I feel like nobody know this. When you slash mute all, right? Tip number 1, slash mute all until like D5. When you slash mute all, your team can still see what you're saying. So you press enter and you type whatever you gotta tell them. If you gotta use, sometimes you gotta use words, Sometimes you gotta talk. Sometimes you gotta use words. And if you do choose to, after you slash mute all, I'm pretty sure they'll see it. So slash mute all every game. Still talk to your team. Just because I'm telling you to slash mute all does not mean that you cannot communicate with the pings. Communicate with them in the chat. Use words if need be. Flash timers are always nice. Ping in the flash is cool too. Alright, y'all. That's it. That is our first The Notes. Almost an hour long. If you made it to the end of this, thank you. Leave me some feedback. I enjoyed it. It felt like a lot. It felt good to talk about it in my own kind of way. And this is going to get better and better over time. Obviously, it's not. I don't want it to be this long. I want it to be like 20 minutes long. But this is a big-ass patch, so we'll see what happens. I'll probably see you guys in the next patch. If it's not that big, then I guess I won't do it. But I'm definitely going to see you guys in the following patch after that. Okay? Because they're going to be messing with Bruiser sometime soon. So, shit, time for those plugins, huh? If you don't know my Twitch, it'll be in the description. Or you can go to Twitch right now. IXI Kairos IXI. You can tweet me at IXI Kairos IXI. Follow. Subscribe. And more importantly, I enjoy just communicating with people. So, question me. Criticize me. Let's talk about it. I'm going to play this game. I really like it. If you're still here, you do too. So, till next time, y'all. Thanks for being here. I'm Outie McFouty. Later.